feels terrific to really know that you're offering something unique that's the best damn show on Broadway.
Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for BroadwayWorld. The Tony Award-winning Best Revival of Richard Greenberg's masterpiece, Take Me Out, is reopening tonight here at the Schoenfeld, where we caught up with the company just a few hours before their new opening night curtain went up. And if I do this, we're fine. Okay. Am I good? No.
It's really exciting. I feel really privileged, to have this opportunity. I'm told it's a very rare opportunity to be able to come back for an extension after such a successful run. But, in a more intimate way, I'm just so excited to be able to spend this time with these guys and this team, and we had more to say, we had more to do, so it feels appropriate.
It's very exciting to be doing another run of this play. We thought that when we closed last time and then won the Tony Award the next night, that was going to be it. And we didn't get to come together and celebrate. So I'm just really thrilled that we get to have this run to sort of celebrate the success of this play and this cast, and without the pressure of award seasons or reviews. It's already out there. So it's really great.
It feels wonderful. I mean, it's such a treat to get almost everybody back together again, and in this theater too. It's so beautiful. It really feels like magical. You know what I mean? It's really, really something. Yeah.
Well, there's a great feeling in the air amongst all of us, and I think it's quite exciting. I have actually a couple of exciting things. Returning here to do this play. But also, I made my Broadway debut in this theater 30 years ago in Dancing at Lunasa. So I'm thrilled to be back here on a bunch of different levels.
It's been incredible. It's been not only a play that I've deeply loved for decades, but the group of guys involved here is genuinely special and unique. It's one of the most supportive and easy and welcoming and fun group of dudes that I've ever been in.
It was pretty wild. It actually took a little bit longer than I thought for it all to come back. And so the first read through, I was like, oh my gosh, I kind of forgot what happens here. But once we got up on our feet and stuff, it all started to come back, and getting into the theater was hopeful too.
For me, it was it took me a good 3 weeks to just kind of say goodbye, quite frankly. I had to just put it out, and then it was as soon as I was moving on, it was oh wait, what? We're doing this again? Okay, okay. So I mean, but that's great, and everything kind of just came back together, and it wasn't that long before we got back. So yeah, I mean, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful experience. Great opportunity. I think there's still a lot of people out there that want to see this, that haven't seen it, and I can't wait to give it to them, quite frankly.
You guys won the Tony, you closed, no one knew what was going to happen, now you're coming back to Broadway.
I know, and not only that is that we thought we were going to do it 2 years ago before the pandemic, so to go through the pandemic, then to be able to do it, then the Tonys, and then saying goodbye to everybody, and being all right, I don't know when I'm going to see you again, to then a couple months being here we are again. It feels like it doesn't happen often, and it feels, I'm very fortunate, just, humbled by it, I guess. Yeah.
The first day back was amazing. It was just great to read the play all together again, and to hear Bill Heck's take on Kippy, which is so different and so wonderful. I've known Bill since I did Shakespeare in the Park with him 15 years ago, and so it's really cool to have him be part of this company, and I love watching the cast sort of fall in love with his version of Kippy.
What's made this so special for me are the layers that I continue to find with Richard Greenberg's writing. Even my character, Davy Battle, on paper you might think you got him pegged, you might think but every day, and the audience teaches me so much too, what they respond to, a certain word or a certain line, oh right, somebody's catching that thing, and it's teaching me about, that's an intention I didn't even know was in there, but it's, so that's probably the most pleasurable thing, when you get a really solid script that you get to continue to dig and dig and dig and look for gold in there. You're always going to find it.
It's the best. I mean, you dream of being on Broadway, and you're there, and you get to do a show that you love, again, knowing that you've won the Tony. I keep saying it's like running a victory lap, naked, with your best friends. That's that feeling. It's exactly that.
It feels a little bit surreal, a little bit like it hasn't quite hit yet, especially because up until recently we've just been rehearsing. Last night was our first performance for an audience, and so it's a little bit like, what's going to happen? Is this real? And so hopefully it hits us tonight that we're here and it's going on, and we'll just hit another home run.
I love people discovering theater for the first time. I think obviously it's something I'm very passionate about. I remember the first show I saw on Broadway, and I know that we're going to be many other people's first shows on Broadway. And I hopefully it just opens their hearts to seeing many more things. We have an amazing season this year, and we had an amazing season last year. The fact that I get to be a part of 2 back-to-back phenomenal seasons on Broadway is just such a gift.